Many people contact us at the Medicare Family because they don't have enough credits for Medicare and they're worried, what are they going to do? Well, you can continue to work to earn those credits. The answer for a lot of people is you don't need the credits because you qualify via your marriage. So let's say I'm a stay-at-home mom and I've got maybe 5 years of work history. So I've got 20 credits towards Social Security. Social Security and Medicare, they let you get 4 credits a year. So you need 10 years of working, they don't have to be consecutive, to get your 40 credits. So I've only worked for 10 years, I only have 20 credits. Can I still get Medicare? Yes, but Medicare Part A will not be premium free. For most people, they don't have to pay for Part A because they worked for 10 years. If I didn't work long enough, then I have to pay for Medicare Part A. Now this year, Medicare Part A, if I only have 20 credits, costs me about $520 per month. That's in addition to Medicare Part B, which is almost $200, which is in addition to a drug plan, which averages around $30. So you can see, not having enough credits can be cost prohibitive for most people where they're just like, I can't do this. So you want to get those extra credits. Now, you might not have to get those credits if you are married. If I get married, I've been living with my boyfriend for 30 years. Okay, that's a common occurrence. A lot of people, they don't want to get remarried. But they're like, I don't have enough credits because I was a stay-at-home mom during my first marriage and I lived with you for 30 years, so I don't have enough credits. Get married. You only have to be married for 1 year to qualify for Social Security and Medicare off your spouse's work history. As long as your spouse has worked at least 10 years, then you get it. You don't have to go back to work and get a new job to try to get your own credits. You qualify via being married. You'll just show proof of your marriage certificate and you're ready to go. Now let's say you don't want to get married. Now you have to go back to work to earn the credits. You have to delay Medicare and earn those credits. Now how much it takes to qualify as one credit changes every year. So last year it was about $1,600. This year it's about $1,800. So you can see this will go up every year. So I only have 20 credits. I need to get 20 more credits. So it used to be you could only get 4 credits in a year, 1 credit per quarter. So there was no way to speed that up. Now you can still get 4 credits in a year, but you could get all 4 credits in 1 quarter. You could get it in 1 month. You could get it in 1 week. You know, if you had some kind of self-employment job, you could get it in 1 day. So you don't have to wait through the whole year. If you're close to getting your credits, you don't have to feel like, well, I'm throttled because of this rule. They changed that rule. So I need to make at least $1,800 to get 1 credit. And if I need to get my 4 credits this year, then I need to have gross annual income of $1,800 times 4. I'll let you do the math. So you can figure out how many years you'll have to work, understanding that that $1,800 will probably be like $1,900 next year, and it keeps going up. Now, it might just be easier just to go get married and just qualify after 1 year off of your spouse. A lot of people don't realize that they will qualify for Medicare off of their ex-spouse because that marriage lasted at least 10 years. So a lot of women think that won't qualify because they're like, oh, that marriage I was like 18 to 28. We didn't have any kids together. I haven't seen this guy. I don't know where he is. I haven't seen him in 30 years. Well, that's okay. You still qualify if the marriage lasted for 10 full consecutive years. So if you're not 100% sure, go pull out your divorce decree. Look at the date the judge signed it. And if you're right at the limit, you're still good. If it was 10 years, you are eligible to qualify for your Medicare off of your ex-spouse's work record. Doesn't hurt him, doesn't cost him anything. He's not notified, there's no problem there. It just gives you the ability to get Medicare Part A premium free and not have to pay that $500 in this scenario. Now, when I said that in this scenario, I would have to pay about $520, if in my scenario, I had 30 to 39 credits. So if I was just 1 credit short, instead of paying $520, I'd pay half that, which is about $300, $250. So Medicare Part A, it judges you for if you're 30 to 39 credits or if you're 0 to 29 credits. So it is cheaper the closer you get to hitting that actual 40 credits. The dollars amounts that I'm talking about here, those change every year. If you don't already have my free Social Security and Medicare cheat sheet, click on the link in my bio, put in your email, you'll get it right away. It's an automatic program. If you do download my free Social Security and Medicare cheat sheet, then every autumn, when the government updates all these numbers, I automatically update my cheat sheet. And for everybody that has downloaded it, I will automatically send it to you. So you don't have to start going in my comments and saying, when am I going to get it? It's automated. The government doesn't release these numbers until about late November of each year. So you should get that from me every December. Not everything's indexed for inflation, but most things are. So I might have to work an extra couple years to qualify on my own, or I might have now been informed that I can qualify off of my ex-spouse. For Medicare, it doesn't hurt him. He doesn't be notified. There's no problem. How about Social Security? Social Security is a little bit more different because for Social Security, for me to draw off of my ex-spouse to qualify for Social Security, I can't be currently remarried. So if I'm currently remarried, I'm eligible to draw off my new spouse's work record, assuming my new spouse has worked and paid into Social Security for the 40 credits for the 10 years. When you get a paycheck from the government, they take out money, FICA, payroll taxes for Medicare, and they take out money for Social Security. So two different but similar programs. So I'm talking about Social Security right now. If my husband was a self-employed handyman, carpenter, painter, and he never paid his self-employment taxes, he didn't pay it into FICA, then he's not going to qualify for Social Security, and I can't qualify off of his work record. Now, if he did pay in at least 10 years, they don't have to be consecutive years, you can go to socialsecurity.gov, see how much you paid in, have your husband do the same thing, then I am eligible to draw Social Security as a spouse, even though I might never have paid into Social Security because I was a stay-at-home mom. So I will qualify after I've been married to him for at least 1 year. Now with a spouse, I can't qualify for Social Security unless he's drawing his own Social Security. So if he says, I don't want to draw now, I want to let it grow and draw at 70 to get the maximum amount. Then you as a spouse can't draw because you don't have enough credits on your own. You can't draw until your spouse draws. The rule is not the same if you're drawing off your divorced ex-spouse. Your ex-spouse never has to draw for you to be able to draw. For you to draw Social Security, because you don't have enough credits on your own, but he does, to be able to draw off that marriage, you take both your certified marriage license, the certified copy or the original, if you had it, and your divorce decree to your local Social Security office. They don't do walk-ins, so book an appointment. You show them your marriage license, your divorce decree, and that you're not currently married, that you're old enough to qualify for Social Security, meaning you're at least 62, he's at least 62, you can draw Social Security off of your ex-spouse's work record, even though you don't have any credits or you didn't have enough credits to qualify for Social Security on your own. So that's an avenue for some people to draw their Social Security or their Medicare off their spouse or off their ex-spouse. If you don't have an ex-spouse, a lot of people have an ex-spouse, but you weren't married for 10 years, so you can't draw off of them. Or if you have a new spouse, but you just got married today, you can't draw until the 1 year mark. So you're stuck. If you don't have enough credits, you could go back to work. You can earn the credits. And if you're close, like you only need 4 credits, you could do that in 1 year. You could do that in 1 month. And then you'd be able to draw on your own work record for Medicare and Social Security. I know it's very, very confusing, very complicated. If you can't figure all this out using the government's websites, Medicare.gov and socialsecurity.gov, head on over to Amazon, type in Medicare Mama in the search bar. My book will pop up, and I guarantee it will help you navigate these retirement waters. Check out Medicare Mama's Guide to Medicare and Social Security Retirement. And if you like this video, I would greatly appreciate it if you would follow me and subscribe to my channel. If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment if you have a specific question. Always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.